What if letting go of control is the key to your success? We cling tightly to what we think our lives should be. We make plans, set goals, and then life happens. But what if I told you there's a better way? What if peace and fulfillment come from releasing the grip, from trusting in something bigger than ourselves? It's about discovering a power that can take you further than you ever imagined. We all face challenges. Fear whispers doubts in our ears. But what if those challenges are not meant to break us? What if they're designed to shape us, to push us toward a greater purpose? I invite you to join me on a journey of letting go and trusting in the divine plan. Together, we'll explore the power of faith, the freedom that comes from surrender, and the incredible potential that lies dormant within each of us. Fear, it's a powerful force. It can paralyze us, keep us stuck in a cycle of what ifs and what could go wrongs. Fear tells us to play it safe, to stay small, to settle for less than we deserve. But fear is a liar. It thrives in the shadows of our own making. Recognize the grip of fear, but don't let it control you. For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and of a sound mind. Remember, courage isn't the absence of fear, but the decision to move forward in spite of it. Choose faith over fear. Choose hope over despair. Doubt, like a heavy weight on our shoulders, can make the journey seem impossible. We question our abilities, our worthiness, even God's goodness. But even in the midst of doubt, a tiny seed of faith can take root. It starts with a whisper, a glimmer of hope, a reminder of God's unwavering love. Surround yourself with positivity, with people who encourage you to dream big and pursue your passions. We crave control. We meticulously plan every detail of our lives, clinging to the illusion that we can orchestrate our own happiness and success. But the truth is, our control is limited. Life is unpredictable, and no amount of planning can fully prepare us for every challenge or disappointment. Letting go of control doesn't mean becoming passive or resigning ourselves to a life of mediocrity. It's about surrendering our desires, our plans, our very lives to a God who loves us more than we can comprehend. When we release the illusion of control, we open ourselves up to a world of possibilities. Surrender. It's a word that often carries negative connotations. But in the context of faith, surrender is the ultimate act of strength. It's about acknowledging that we are not in control, and that's okay. It's about releasing our anxieties, our fears, our need to micromanage every detail, and trusting that He will guide our steps. When we surrender to God, we are not giving up. We are opening ourselves up to His infinite power and wisdom to guide our lives. We tap into a source of strength that empowers us to overcome challenges, to walk through valleys, and to emerge on the other side stronger and more resilient than we ever thought possible. When we cling tightly to our own plans, we limit God's ability to bless us. But when we open our hands and surrender, we create space for Him to pour out His blessings in abundance. Think of it like this. You're holding onto a handful of sand so tightly that your knuckles are turning white. But when you finally release the sand, when you open your hands and let it go, you're free to receive something even more beautiful, more precious. When we release our grip on control, when we trust that God's plans are better than our own, we open ourselves up to a world of possibilities. We allow him to orchestrate the details of our lives, to connect the dots in ways we never could have imagined. Letting go is never easy. It requires courage, vulnerability, and a deep trust in something beyond ourselves. But it is in the letting go that we truly grow, that we discover the depths of our own strength and resilience. Think of a piece of coal. Under intense heat and pressure, that same piece of coal transforms into something beautiful and valuable, a diamond. Letting go forces us to confront our fears, to acknowledge our limitations, and to rely on a power greater than ourselves. When we resist growth, when we cling tightly to our comfort zones, we stifle our own potential. But when we embrace the unknown, when we surrender our fears and insecurities to God, we open ourselves up to a life of purpose, meaning, and extraordinary growth. Faith is the bridge that carries us from the turbulent waters of worry and fear to the shores of peace and tranquility. It's the unwavering belief that even when we can't see the way, God is working behind the scenes, orchestrating every detail of our lives for our good. Faith isn't the absence of fear or doubt. It's the decision to trust in God's goodness and faithfulness, even in the midst of them. When we walk by faith, we experience a peace that surpasses all understanding. So let go of your worries, your fears, your need to control, and step boldly into the peace that comes from trusting in the one who holds your future in his hands. Years ago, a dear friend of mine received devastating news, a diagnosis that shook her to her core. Cancer. Fear, relentless and cold, threatened to consume her. Questions swirled in her mind like a relentless storm. But my friend, even in the face of her darkest fears, made a powerful choice. She chose faith over fear. She chose to surrender her worries, her anxieties, and her very life to God. And in the quiet moments of surrender, a profound sense of peace began to wash over her. It wasn't a peace that ignored the reality of her situation, but a peace that transcended it. A peace that whispered, "You are not alone. I am with you always." Faced with a daunting treatment plan, my friend could have easily allowed fear to dictate her decisions. She could have allowed herself to be consumed by the what-ifs, the potential side effects, the long and arduous road ahead. But instead, she chose to focus on her faith, on the God who had never left her side. She made the conscious decision to embrace hope, to believe in healing, to trust that no matter what the outcome, she was held securely in the palm of God's hand. This wasn't about denying the seriousness of her diagnosis, but about choosing to face it with courage, with faith, and with an unwavering belief in God's goodness. Her family and friends rallied around her, surrounding her with love, prayers, and unwavering support. They became her earthly anchors, reminding her of her strength and God's faithfulness. They celebrated every small victory, offered comfort during moments of doubt, and reminded her that she was not alone in this fight. Through it all, my friend continued to seek God's presence. She found solace in prayer, strength in his word, and encouragement in the support of her loved ones. She made the conscious choice every single day to trust in God's plan, even when she couldn't understand it. Weeks turned into months. And with each passing day, my friend grew stronger in her faith. She faced each challenge with remarkable resilience, drawing strength from her relationship with God and the unwavering support of her loved ones. She refused to allow fear to define her journey. choosing instead to embrace hope, to believe in miracles, and to trust in God's unwavering love. And then, the day she had prayed for, hoped for, dared to believe in, finally arrived. The doctor's words, once filled with uncertainty, now echoed with joy and amazement. "You're cancer-free." Tears of joy streamed down her face as the weight of the world lifted from her shoulders. It was a miracle, a testament to the power of faith, the strength of surrender, and the unwavering love of a God who never gives up on his children. Her journey was far from easy. There were moments of doubt, days filled with pain and uncertainty. But through it all, she never stopped believing. She never stopped trusting. And she never let go of God's hand. My friend's story is a powerful reminder that even in the darkest of times, God is with us. He is our refuge and strength, a very present help in times of trouble. Letting go doesn't mean giving up. It means surrendering our plans to the one who holds our future. Trusting that his ways are higher than ours, and his plans are greater than we can imagine. Choosing faith over fear, hope over despair, knowing we are never alone. Her journey was about spiritual transformation, discovering inner strength and faith, learning to let go of control and surrender to a love that surpasses understanding. Her story is a testament to the power of faith within us. When we let go and surrender to God, we open ourselves to a life filled with purpose and miracles. Throughout this journey, we've explored fear, doubt, and the illusion of control. We've discovered the power of letting go and trusting in something greater. Surrender is the key to true freedom, not defeat. By releasing control, we create space for extraordinary things. Remember, my friend who faced her fear with faith. She emerged stronger, a testament to God's plan. God uses our challenges to mold us. Letting go is an invitation for all of us. Trust in God's plan, believe in his goodness, and walk by faith. Letting go and trusting God is a journey, not a destination. It's a process of continually surrendering our will to his, of choosing faith over fear. There will be moments when doubt creeps in, when fear threatens to overwhelm us. And that's okay. God understands our human frailties. He meets us in our moments of weakness, offering his strength and grace. Remember, you are not alone on this journey. Surround yourself with people who will encourage you in your faith. Find strength in his word, solace in prayer. As you continue on this journey of letting go and trusting God, embrace the freedom that comes from trusting in a love that knows no bounds. Friends, I believe in the power of shared experiences. Your stories, your triumphs, and even your struggles can inspire others to embrace the journey of faith. Take a moment to share in the comments below. When have you experienced the peace that comes from letting go and trusting God? What fears have you overcome? What dreams are you pursuing with newfound faith? Your journey matters. Your voice matters. Let's encourage one another, lift each other up, and remind ourselves that we're not alone in this beautiful, messy, and often unpredictable journey of faith. And for more inspiration, make sure you're subscribed to this channel and check out my other videos on embracing faith and overcoming life's challenges. Together, let's step into the fullness of God's plan for our lives. Remember, the greatest adventures in life often begin with a single step of faith. Take that step today. Let go, trust God, and watch him do amazing things in your life.